Yo, what's going on, my people? It's your boy Janky Trace back with another video. You already know, man. It's been a little while, man. Hopefully, everybody's having a phenomenal weekend, a phenomenal day. Today, 9 o'clock, right? I slept well, right? So I woke up. I was like, right. It's been a little while since I haven't been talking to you guys and dropping video. Not because I'm doing bad necessary in the market, but because I be the laziest man ever to drop a video, man. And I had a couple of people like, yo, when you gonna drop the next video? When you gonna, yo, sometimes the thing is about me. When there's no money involved, it's like I be the laziest man ever. But when there's money, we get it done. But at the end of the day, I'm doing this for all of you. You know what I'm saying? And I don't wanna get paid when it comes to trading. And when speaking about um, I don't wanna get paid like talking about trading and stuff like that. I learn for free. You guys gonna learn for free as well. Today I'm gonna share my mindset, how I make $1,500 from the market. I wanna go very, very humble about it. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to brag about money. Like, oh, I have more money. Like that's stuff is childish as hell. Right? I said it like that. I'm gonna tell you the mindset, how I made, yeah, what was the thought process for me to take sales when everybody in the world thought that that day market was gonna buy up because of the world, because of the war that the US and Iran was involved. I don't do I don't trade news. I don't I don't trade news at all, or world, whatever you wanna call it. I'm more like my mindset is more like um market structure. I follow more market structure than anything. And when it comes to trading, you gotta know where you're gonna mark up the charts. That's gonna determine whether if you are profitable for the day or not. You just gotta know how to place this horizontal line. This horizontal line is gonna determine a lot of things. This horizontal line tell you how to read. I don't have the exact word right now, but I promise it will come in the future as I gain more knowledge. But this horizontal line is like magical. Like where it tells you how to make money, right? Once you know how to place this amazing horizontal line at the right spot, you're gonna be able to place the entry. So look, a lot of people, because market in reality is like, you know, uptrending, right? But people forget that sometimes market been giving you clues that market don't wanna continue going up anymore, right? So as I the reason I took sales that day at the level of, I got it right here, but in reality I was holding trade since here. I had to get out for some reasons that I might explain you in another video, but I took sell here. I think here when I woke up around 5. I be up like every time. I be up at 2. I could be up at 4 a.m. I probably go to use the bathroom and check the market to see what if I'm gonna trade for the day. Everything depends, right? Depending on the setup, everything. Cause I don't be like trading out of session, but depending on the setup, I might take entries close to section. I think I took entry here and place my stop loss behind a structure. Some of you, right? Some of you place the stop loss right here and get stopped out. Some of you enter the market at this level, 15, 51, 55, and place the stop loss right here, like a couple of points behind. And guess what? You guys trying to target that area, this point over here. You guys trying to, let's say, target this point over here, this low, right? You guys trying to, let me see if I'm recording. Yeah. You guys are trying to target the low, and guess what? You guys get freaking stopped out because you guys are not putting the stop loss at an area where it tells you, hey, my trade is wrong, take me out. You guys need need to put the stop loss behind a structure. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, look. So uptrend, right? Look at my mindset. But I've been doing this. It's not. I was so confident in this trade, like I was just laughing about it, and I knew that was gonna happen. Like you just literally, sometimes you just know that Mark is gonna do certain type of stuff, and I'm gonna explain you why. The experience that you gain back testing, look, if you let somebody tell you otherwise that back testing is not the way to go, bro, they are like your enemies, bro. If you, I'm telling you, they are like your enemies. If they tell you to not back test, many people like to follow that lead to not back test because basically your favorite mentor is telling you do not back test, and then because you are lazy as book, now you guys, this is Heavy Money Trades in the building. You're not us because we put in the work. You know how many hours I have of back testing? A lot. Count it like I don't count. Right now after this video, I just woke up. I don't have nothing else to do. This is what I do for living. This is what I do for living, you ready? This is what I do for living. Nothing else. This is what I'm putting my money. I'm risking freaking $500. Basically, that some people work for to make $500 a week. They do anything to make freaking $500 a week. You know, time is money. But here you gotta know how to mark the charts. That's the only thing you need to do. Learn how to mark the charts, and then you can be profitable. You can make money. You can do whatever you wanna do, right? So look, this is was my mindset like. Market was uptrending, right? But as you could see, market started to getting bearish. Look from here, high, 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 low, high, high, lower, low, broke support, right? Then it made a, let me see, lower, low, lower, high. Please don't judge me. I haven't been posting a video in a little while, but it's not about talking. A lot of, so that's one thing about humanity. A lot of people talk, they know how to speak well, but like they don't do stuff like they just talking. You know what I'm saying? You can. I gotta explain this because I gotta talk for you to understand like a little bit more. But like in reality, you don't need all that talking, trying to talk like freaking Barack Obama or Donald Trump. There you go. Don't try to speak that English. You can, right? You can sound more, so you can sound smarter. But at the end of the day, sounding smarter don't determine, you know what I'm saying? If you're gonna be profitable or not in the market. The market doesn't care about that. The market cares about um discipline. That's what the market cares about. Discipline, put in the work, know what you're doing when you show up in the morning, and market reward patient. Anyways, so look, this is what's my mindset about $1,500 trade, right? So look, I went first. You guys neglect. I see. You gotta see the pros and the cons of the trade, right? Why things happen, right? To see if everything aligns with the idea that you are trying to enter the market for the day, right? I only took one trade this week. Only one trade. I was gonna take another trade, but I was waiting for gold buys, and all of a sudden, gold buys didn't confirm, so I just let it go. You know what I'm saying? Let it go. And the other trades that I was thinking, freaking is in I will be in profit right now. Bad, but it is what it is. I didn't take it. I only take one trade at a time. That's something that you also should write down. Take one trade at a time. As a beginner, I was that type of trader. I used to freaking enter here for gold and have another NAS trade for the day, right? And S&P. I don't trade S&P anymore because it just deviate the thoughts when I'm trading Nas. What do I mean by that? Sometimes Nasdaq is telling me sell, and all of a sudden, um, S&P is telling me sell, but like has some characteristic for buys that I'll be like, it just interrupt the mindset about going about the trade. So no more S&P 500, Nasdaq, these three pairs, Nasdaq, Gold, and Russell 2000, which is the smallest 2000 companies in the US, something like that, right? If you wanna more know more about that stuff, you just can Google it. So boom, uptrend. But guess what? I was like, the market was uptrending, which is cool. But at the end of the day, the trend finished out at some point, and from here you could see that the market just broke a structure to the downside. And in my head, hmm, what I'm seeing, I love what I'm seeing for sales, and I'm gonna explain you why. The thing is, boom, I went first. I went to the daily charts, right? Let me see what we got here. And as you can see, there's a high over here, right? For the daily, which is what is it? Look at this. Just look at this. Look. Literally, even though support is meant to be broken when the market is uptrending, right? Let's say by any point, by any chance, the market can just when market is uptrending, it just make high low, hold on, high low, high, right? The market most of the time just break the low when it's uptrending, which is cool. But also it can have some selling reaction, and this is what happened here. So look, market already hit the TP on the daily, as you could see, take profit, the target that we always target, right? We all heavy money trades, ICC members, ICC mafia, whatever you want to call it. We know where the market is going, right? We target the high in this case, right? So look, in this case, I was like, the market hit TP on the daily and just like reacted, right? In the hourly, this is the time frame that I use, the time frame that I chose the most, right? 1 hour, that's my time frame. That's the time frame that tell me every story, right? So look, market hit TP. So after this level, what happened? It can have some type of selling reaction. As you can see, market reacted to that way to these to 46.64. It just reacted from the level of 54.22. Market just reacted to 46.56. Right. So boom. I was like, selling, right? Okay, cool. Market hit TP that day, 54.19. Okay, it has some selling momentum, right? So then I went to the hourly, which is my time frame, the time frame that I love, that I use the most. I was, oh, and look at what happened at this point. Market starting what? Selling. You know why trading is that not that simple? Because when you wake up and you are sleepy, like the way I used to be most of the time, I was the type of guy that I didn't sleep. Sometimes you just don't sleep. I'm the type of person that like I don't like to sleep. I like to be like active, chasing that money. Like when it comes to money, I'm that dude. But the market doesn't reward that type of person. Like to chase the money. Like don't chase don't chase nothing. I don't chase. I don't even chase the only thing I'm chasing is the trend, and I don't even chase. That shit was gonna sound crazy. I don't honestly. Hold on. Pause. I don't chase nothing. Like I just react, right? I just react to the market. So look, right. So the reason I was talking about the sleep, right, before we continue, everything that I'm telling you is because I've been through, and that way you can know a little bit about my experience. So that way you guys can think about it and don't go through all the hardship, all the all the turmoil that trading involves, right? Everything that I'm telling you right now is for you to avoid a lot of losses, right? So for you to avoid whole lot of, wasting your money in the market, right? So that way every trading becomes simple for you, and you don't hate trading because you are losing money like every single day. Every you're gonna feel like every trade you're losing, and you don't wanna be part of that. That hurts. Some people cry, so some other people don't cry about it, but it hurts. That way, that's why I'm telling you to not do like to try and avoid certain stuff or to listen to this video so you guys can become better trader to know the value of money. You guys sometimes deposit $500 on Monday, and on Wednesday you guys are back at zero. Don't do that. Like what I'm trying to tell you is to avoid all that noise, like everything. That way you can become profitable as soon as possible, right? One thing, so respect your sleep, right? Go to sleep early. That's one thing that changed my trading. I believe that that was the most underrated trade. I was not paying attention. My sleep. You see, as you can hear me talking, you see all my brain, all the psychology that is in my mindset about this trade. You see me like developing the charts. So that means before, when I was not sleeping, when I was not like respecting my sleep, I used to go to bed at freaking 2 a.m. and set up an alarm at 6 a.m. And when I woke up, it was like I couldn't think. I couldn't even keep up and being in front of the charts. I just close the freaking computer and go back to sleep, and all of a sudden, all the trades hit TP. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like I'm going to sleep at 10, right? 10:30. I don't care. I don't care what anybody says. Like I'm sleeping at that hour. You know what I'm saying? Thank God I'm single, but you know what I'm saying. So if let's say if sorry, if you have a wife and you gotta take care of business, you know what I'm saying. Try to do. Anyways, I'm not gonna go into that. But yeah, bro. Yeah. So look, you gotta have then I say your brain needs to be rested. Me myself, even when I'm back testing, right? When I'm back testing, back in the days, I I was tired, something like that, and I was back testing, practicing, and I will enter to the you know back testing is like demo practice, like in the old data, like from data from before. And I used to have like my stop loss get hit, get hit, get hit, just because I was not resting. It was like, what in the world is going on over here? You know what I'm saying? Why am I losing? Why my stop loss is getting hit? Hold on. I went back to sleep. When I woke up, it's like killing, 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 killing. I'm like, yo, and I went back to it. So that means you need to be rested so you can think in the morning, right? The morning is for traders, like that's what I do, right? You should do the same thing as profitable traders do, like go to sleep early, right? Have a nice mindset in the morning, whether if you're gonna trade for the day or you're gonna wait for a trade, right? You gotta think all that. But something that kept me unprofitable was also since I was not rested, right? I used to enter the market and get out. It can be in profit sometimes, but most of the time, let's say in drawdown, just because you just execute the trade and didn't think. And why did that happen? I didn't rest. I didn't rest long enough that I was like second guessing. I think this is one of the most important video I ever dropped because it tells a lot of psychology. Psychology, you just gotta know like how to go about a trade. It's not about oh selling or buying. It's the psychology behind it, the discipline that you gotta build to make things happen, right? The discipline that you gotta go through to make things happen. Not not a lot of people wanna put the work. Not a lot of people wanna back test. A lot of people trying to avoid back testing because their mentor tell them, "Hey, do not back test." And you guys, not you, but so those people are so lazy, right? Those people are so lazy that they just be like, "Hell no, I'm not back testing." My mentor is telling me that, and I'm doing whatever he says. No, bro, you gotta do your own due diligence for yourself. You know what I'm saying? If you wanna be profitable, that's how it goes, dog. So look, sell. We talking about sell. Look, market broke once, right? We know that it's kind of at a support area, right? So we have this lower high. Market break hard, and as you can see, you guys don't tell me nothing, right? Don't tell me nothing. Look, market came drop to this low, made a lower high here in a smaller time frame. I'm seeing everything, and then continue dropping. Boom. That's what it's doing. It broke. Hold on. Look, drop. The candle pull back in a smaller time frame. If 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 I go to let's say 15, you guys gonna see that market made a lower low, made a lower high, and kept dropping. Look, I'm just gonna go to 15 minutes so you guys can see what I'm seeing. I already know, like, I'm so used to the charts that, like, you guys gonna know that. Like, you guys gonna be able to see that. So, boom, what did I tell you? Market came, right? Market dropped from here, made a lower low, made a lower high, and then kept dropping. Look, that's what I'm telling you. Like, I can be able to see that from the my February time frame. You see? Look, the same thing I told you. The same thing I told you, right? So check this out. I was like, okay, market broke not only once but twice. Market in the low. It's a lot of things, right? It's a lot of stuff. But that's the analysis. That's how you gotta go about it. That's how you gotta go about it, right? You gotta analyze what's going on, right? So look, I was like, okay, downtrend over here. That's one clue, right? But also, I was like, you gotta play around with the horizontal line. So look, market. Let me tell you, right? So you guys can understand what's going on because I believe I don't know if he's only me marking this stuff like this. But look, but look, check this out. Check this out, brother. Brother, check this out. I don't like to market stuff like that. I like the chart to be naked, right? Okay. So market You just gotta pay attention to what's going on. High, low, high. Market broke once. You gotta pay attention to that. Like literally pay attention. So look, okay, okay, that's what I did. That's exactly what I did, right? So look, market broke once, hmm and we can go about the charts and analyze together the mindset behind everything. And you know what's funny? Okay, so market broke twice. That means market has potential. When it turns bearish below this level and below, it market has potential. When it turns when market break bearish again, right? Below this area, below the area of 51.38, it has potential to target the low. Heavy money trade and check how accurate our take profit is. Look what's going on over here, right? When market turn bearish again, right? Let's say you guys, I didn't take position here and I have my reason why, and I'm gonna explain you about it, right? So look, we know that market has potential to go to the low, as you guys could see on the daily, that market literally hit the low, right? And took everybody out. Sorry, let me rephrase that. The market hit TP, right? And if you are that type of other trader that don't know what to target, you're gonna get stopped out because you're not from here. Like you're not from this crew. If you're not from this crew, you are getting stopped out. But now, since you are from heavy money trade, you know what I'm saying? You guys know, and that's exactly what I did. That's exactly what I did. I target my low, in and out, boom, got my money, and I'm out, right? So look what all the people that are not from here do. Look what happened. That they think that the market is going to bamba clock, take profit. Look, they get stopped out because they're not from here. They don't know what's going on, right? But you guys don't get stopped out because you are with one of the greatest trader ever, which is who? Me, of course. Who else? Anyways, boom. So look, market broke once, right? That's another. So look, reaction on the daily, boom, bearish reaction. Market's reacting again, right? On the hourly, I'm like, okay, cool. You guys gotta know what to target, right? And where to put the stop loss, right? A lot of mistake that people do is that people been like in the trading in every time frame. You guys been chasing the market crazy. A lot of people are not profitable just because they wanna trade in the 5 minutes time frame, 2 minutes time frame, 1 minute time frame, 7 minutes. It's like, bro, like what are you doing with your life? Just like keep it simple. I make money because I keep it simple, right? I make money because I keep it simple. You there? I don't wanna make this video so long. We almost finished. So boom. So look, a stock market made a double top and I was getting more confident. The reason I didn't take entry here because I was like, look what market is doing. made a um high high, higher low, higher high, and market is like he's not trying to like go right now. Market is not trying to drop right now. If the market will be like you guys gonna so look, so you guys can see market is like it's not he hasn't broken this level yet. So look, I already know. You see like everything that I peep, everything that I see that some other people are not seeing, like I already know that. Like I'm so experienced that you guys can know what I'm seeing. You'll be like, yo, but this guy is seeing things. Not everybody see the same thing. People see the market, right? They are looking at the market. It's not the same thing knowing a couple of things, right? You know if you know. It's not the same checking. You can look for a mistake, and let's say if the apprentice is looking at a car engine, it's not the same as what the professional knows. Oh, but I can see this can be fixed, that part can be fixed, the engine, the battery of the car, let's say, I'm mentioning a couple of parts of um, the generator, you know what I'm saying? The professional can see some things, right? But the apprentice is like I don't see nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna show you. So you see that market hasn't broken in a smaller time frame. So that's one thing you gotta make sure when you are taking a position, everything is in sync. Look, you know what I'm saying? It barely did. So hold on. You know what I'm saying? It's like market is struggling for me. It's like market is kind of struggling. You know what I'm saying? So look what happened here, right? When you are taking a position, you gotta make sure that all the charts is in sync. Anyways, that's why I didn't take trade. But like when he made that double top, I was like, market definitely has potential to go to the low, right? And that's what happened, right? I was like, that was my thought, as you could see. High high, high high, high low, high high, high low. Market broke not only the level 51, 52, but also it broke almost the level of 51, 30, 35 over here. You know what I'm saying? I took that's sometimes market won't be perfect. You know what I'm saying? And that's why you can decide in the morning whether if you wanna take the trade or not. That could be not everything is perfect, but like does he have potential? Yes, he has potential to go to the low. So look, you also can mark the chart like that. You know what I'm saying? Look, you know what I'm saying? So high high, high low, high high, broke once, right? Double top, which is amazing. That when the market do double top, it's amazing for sell. You know, if you are selling, right, and the market do a double top, that's basically telling me, hey, market don't wanna break the level of 51.94, 94. So boom, at what time it was. So look, I wait to 4 o'clock at least, 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock. Sometimes I go to the bathroom, check the chart. If market is right here, I'm gonna take entry right here and targeting the low, right? targeting the low, putting my money on in it. So guess what the market's gonna do, right? Market basically is telling, is indicating you after market broke, um, the lower, high low, the higher low. When the market break the higher low, right? Once you just gotta on the second run, you just can go about it. You can take entry here to target the low, and that was the $1,500 mindset. So early, I'm probably gonna go back to sleep, rest a little bit more, and spend the whole day back testing. That's why lazy people don't wanna do. Spend the whole day back testing. They just wanna be like, I don't know, posting memes, watching memes all day, or talking unnecessary stuff. They rather be down the block, wasting their time, rather than being in the charts back testing. They rather be smoking weed at the corner and saying and trying to have every girl's number than being in the charts back testing and spending time on what is important in their life or getting that money, making that money. Trading is not for everybody. Trading is not for the weak. So look, another confirmation. In reality, this is where I took trade. Honestly, I took trade that Sunday, market open. I took entry right here. I was so confident about this trade. The thing is, I took entry here, right? As we spoke. Market came and gave me like $1,000 and then retraced. But like so it took me out on break even, right? Okay, boom. I put that break even. The reason is I might explain you the reason why in another video. But yeah, long story short, I broke even, okay, that day, like around 3:45. Remember that 3:45, right? 3:45. Okay, so Sunday markets open at 6. I'm in my head, the trade is still good. Market shoots up. I'm like, I don't care. This trade looks so good that I don't wanna like take it for granted. And I took entry right here. And if you guys don't believe me, check my Instagram. I think I posted that trade. So this is what I call. You boys crazy. I don't recommend doing that. They like to take trade like this. Enter right here. If your entry is not here, from this point, your entry is wrong. The reason is market, most of the time market won't even retrace to this point anymore. Market is gonna, most of the time market is gonna keep shooting up, down and marking lower low, lower high and lower low, lower high and lower low. That's what market is gonna do. Yeah, with that being said, guys, it's been a while, I know. My apologies. I apologize sincerely. I'm gonna keep dropping more videos like this. Um, yeah, 2026 looking good. We're solid, rock solid. We're shooting to 100K this year, at least. So yeah, with that being said, guys, peace.